This is Tom Asprey at the MoneyShow.com Video Network. My guest today is Larry Williams. Hi, Larry.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, you've been doing seasonal analysis for longer than most of us have been trading.
Wrote the first book about it, first book ever on the seasonality in stock and commodity prices way back in 1973, and now it's every place. Everyone's into seasonals. So I might not be the best with it, but I've used it the longest, so I have a little insight into it.
Yeah, I imagine I'm anxious to gain that insight. So you see some things going on, some applications of seasonal analysis that you think some traders should be aware of the pitfalls and what some of these other people are applying seasonal analysis, what they're doing wrong.
Well, I think the big thing is not mechanical. A seasonal pattern is suggestive. It's not mandatory it's going to happen. It suggests we might get a rally at that point, and they change. Right now, the big topic is sell in May and walk away. Well, in actuality, the best seasonal pattern from 1900 to 1950 was buy in May. Well, we've got a chart here people can look at. That was the best buy point. And now it's changed. From 1950 on, it was best to sell in May and walk away. So you really have to monitor these things flow in and flow out. It's not just a mechanical, here, let's go trade this seasonal pattern. Can't do that and make money.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I've written about myself, and I usually refer to it as a tendency. It's nice, and when I look at it, when it dovetails with my other technical work, with the volume stuff that I do, otherwise it's irrelevant.
Absolutely, it confirms. I've got a trade that's set up. Let's say I have two trades. One has this and this, and the other has this and this. One has a seasonal, one doesn't. Hey, I'm going to go with the one that has a seasonal. So it confirms the trade, but I won't take a trade just because of a seasonal pattern. I used to do that, and it was not successful. So I learned when I get my fingers burned, I go, oh, don't do that.
Yeah, that could be really hazardous because you're going against all the other evidence, right?
Yeah, look at my fingers; they've been burned. I learned the hard way.
Right. Well, yeah, we have that in common, Larry. So you've seen a lot of technology changes and changes in the industry. Are there a couple of ones that you think are really good or really bad that make it more difficult for traders?
Well, I think the big thing traders are missing on right now, and it's on a very short-term basis, is most are still stuck in the time frame charts. And we're trading the markets basically 24 hours a day now, so you have somebody using a 5-minute bar chart or a 15-minute bar chart, using a 15-minute time period when the market was inactive and trying to get a trend when the market's active with the same time frame. So the time frame trading, I think, is dead because you have these hours where nothing takes place, but that gives the same impact, the same 15-minute trend data as when the market's active. So I think a volume chart or a tick chart is far superior to the old time charts.
Yeah, a lot of people do use tick charts. Do you use, I've never played around with them that much, but I find it interesting that some futures traders will use a certain number of ticks for some markets and a different number of ticks for another market. Do you think that's valid, or do you
I think it's goofy.
Okay.
I think what really matters is how many swings do you want to catch during a day? Mm-hmm. If you're a 1-minute trader, you want to catch 150 swings during a day, you can find how many ticks create that action in the marketplace. I'm an old man, I'm 70 years old, so I want a market that doesn't have a jillion trades up and downs during the day. So I like in the S&P about a 10,000 tick chart, and that gives me maybe 3 or 4 swings during a day. If you want more than that, you go down to a slower number. There's no magic number to any of this. All these people claim magic. There's no magic number to anything in the market. From my experience of 50 years trading, you want to see what fits your trading personality.
Great, Larry. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you for watching us on the MoneyShow.com Video Network.